Somebody said I'm low. They said I was low last night. Am I low? Is my volume low? What's good, cuz? What's poppin'? Hello from London. Hello from America. Honor, government, bro, broadcast. I have never checked out any of your cast. Honor, I will definitely have to do so. We appreciate you checking in from London. I be trying to tell people, even though I'm a local motherfucker, I'm not really a local motherfucker. I deal with people outside of this area. So when we're talking about this casting thing, it's not just where I'm from. It's where the people who come to hear me and where they're from. Because I want to know what they're going through too. This is indeed Friedman Media. And we're doing another mobile cast from inside the cargo ship. Understand, if I'm here, I'm inside the cargo ship, okay? I'm inside the counterculture submarine. So understand that. I think we had a pretty decent cast last night. I have to say that before I even go back and look at it, because we talked about some different things and we hit some different territories. And I really want to start getting some time to go back and watch the cast, especially when I have people on there that I don't normally have in the paint. And I believe her name was Carlinda. If I'm not mistaken, it was Carlinda. Carlinda had a story to tell, man. And we got into that story, so hopefully she'll come back on one day when she has time, and maybe we can go a different direction with some of the things that we talked about. But Carlinda had a story to tell, and I think her story would resonate with a lot of people that are out here. And I appreciate that, cuz I appreciate that you can hear me. Some people I think people be trolling, or they just too lazy to turn up their volume. They be like, "You're low, I can't hear you." Well, if your volume is on 12, you probably can hear me. I can hear things really, really low, and I can hear but I like stuff loud. I like music loud. I like to hear cast loud because I like to be clear in what I'm hearing. Only time I really like soft music is if I'm trying to hear something else above the music. But generally, I'm very, very specific with my musical taste. So I usually don't even want to be talking when I'm listening to music. Real shit. Real shit. So it is what it is. But I appreciate anybody that's going to check this out in Haps, on YouTube, on Twitter, on Facebook. I'm going to do a Facebook Live video. I'm going to do a Facebook Live video today and see if I can get like 10 people to watch me on Facebook. Because nobody really fucks with me on Facebook when I'm on Haps. I could have 250 people watching on Haps, and I have like 3 viewers on Facebook. So I wonder why Facebook don't be giving me the love that I should have. I feel like I'm feeling kind of selfish about that right now. Like, y'all will like and love and watch some bullshit on Facebook. Real talk. Y'all will watch some bullshit on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. It's all good. But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. You ain't got to be one of them people where you got to watch me all the time. I just want to know why y'all don't be watching me on Facebook. Y'all used to watch me when I was on Facebook. But for some reason, since I got on Haps, they don't watch me no more. You used to be my homie, but now you act like you don't know me. But you really got to understand, I don't give a fuck what's happening in Hapland. Yes, we happen. We happen, John Henry. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. You one of the people who came over and got with me on Haps, so you can see the chats and all that stuff. And that's what I be just trying to tell the people on Facebook. If you don't want to watch on Facebook, because I be talking in the chat so much and it don't really compute on Facebook, come over to Haps. Just build you a profile on Haps. Just build on Haps. That's what we building on Haps. We building on Haps. And if you understand that, you'll understand this whole independent journalism shit. You know, I'm not backed by no big marketing firm, and I've got all types of advertisers and sponsors out there. This it. This it. This it. This is who I am. This is who I am. So if you don't like it in this state, if you gotta see one of them major podcasts, you know, with the great effects and all the graphics and all that, okay, go there for that, and then come back here for the message. Come back here for the motherfucking message. Because the message is here. We might not have all the capabilities that some of these large casters have, but they ain't gonna out-message me, motherfucker. Maybe we need to do a versus on the messages. Because some of these motherfuckers be messages, they messages be out here be bold. Yeah, they messages be bold. I'm smoking a lot right now because I had to catch up. Today was supposed to be my off day. Today was supposed to be my off day. I mean, I was just supposed to be off during the day. I still had to work at night. But we had an unfortunate incident happen, and I was called into play. And when the coach says, "Hey, Shannon, we need you," I just put my cleats on, motherfucker. I just put my cleats on. I don't tell the coach I'm not ready to play. I don't tell the coach, nah, y'all gonna have to run another play because I can't play today. When I'm called into play, I put my cleats on, motherfucker. You understand me? Maybe you understand me. If you don't know what straight game means channeled energy. Channeled energy. And whatever I put my channeled injury, I do have a lot of injuries from having fucking channeled energy. Because I done put a lot of motherfuckers out here and it didn't come through. But that was because of my channeled energy. But they didn't lose anything because of my channeled energy. I just lost time, effort, maybe money, who knows. But my channel energy jump never stops. But it can cause channeled injury because these motherfuckers don't be doing what the fuck they supposed to be doing. But where we are right now is I'm here after being here for 13 hours yesterday. I'm here for another 11, 12, 13 today. And it is what it is. It is what it is, bro. And I've been saying bro a lot more, even though I hate the word bro. But I'll say bro when I'm talking to a bro. I'm not going to say bro when I'm talking to a child. I'm not going to say bro when I'm talking to a girl, woman, elder. I hate hearing young people call old people bro. If you're 25 and you got that nappy shit on your head and it's all shaved around the side, don't let me hear you calling nobody with no gray hair bro. They not your bro. They your elder. You respect them. You talk to them appropriately. They are not your bro. And don't let me hear you calling no old woman bro. I'll stop you. I'll stop you, bitch. God damn it. I can't stand that shit. What up, bro? What's up, bro? I ain't your goddamn brother. I got that from Longest Yard. I ain't your goddamn brother. I love that shit. He said, I ain't your goddamn brother. You let him know right off. You need to slow down. You doing too much, bro. I hate people like you, Kimi. You Ann Arbor educated motherfucker. Just use my shit right against me. Because you don't never call me bro. You call me cuz. And you said bro on purpose. I got what you said, nigga. I got what you said. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I am doing too much, Kimi, but what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Stop? What am I going to do? What am I going to do with 2 more kids? What am I going to do with 2 more kids? It's all good, man. You know what I'm trying to get into AAPS, Kimi? I'm trying to get this into AAPS. Woke Seed by Mr. Karan Gaines. I told y'all yesterday, I wasn't fucking around. I just wouldn't want to leave the cast. I told y'all. Okay? Okay? Multiples, you know, my grandkids got to get their book. Their mom came here last night and didn't get the damn book. We got to talking about something else. And she never even got the book. That's okay. They'll get them soon enough. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sit them both down and I'm going to read the book to both of them. I'm going to read the book to both of them, and then I'm going to give them individually their own book, and then I'm going to take a picture of them reading their own book, just so we can understand each other. I want them to understand the book first from Grandpa, and then they're going to read the book and learn the book as they do. They generally learn from image to words. Caleb's starting to learn words to images, but they usually learn images to words. So we're gonna be good. We're going to be good. They're intelligent kids, so I'm not even worried about that. They're already intelligent, and they're only 5 and 2. So ain't no point of slowing that down. Ain't no point of slowing that down. They won't be slowed down. I was slowed down. I'm not going to let them be slowed down. If they can handle it, give it to them. Give it to them. Absolutely. Absolutely, goddammit. Now, there won't be no holding back on these 2. Won't be no holding back on these 2. Yeah. Is honor government, bro, still in here? Because we started talking and then I got off of honor government. I've never dealt with honor government in the cast. I'm on my other device right now. Let me see. I'm gonna try to look them up on my other device. I need to pull, what was it, honor government? There it is. Honor government. Okay, so honor government is fairly new, it looks like, on HAPS. The government of the United Kingdom, and HAPS TV is a broadcast platform. We are pleased to say the government is working with us and shows on HAPS TV. If you like your show on us, please email us. Save life and be happy, show less. Oh, that's the show less thing. Got it. Oh, okay. So this is actually some government shit. Like they're showing like London government things that are going on over there. I get it. I'll fuck with it. I'll subscribe to it. So yeah, subscribe to Honor Government Bro Broadcast. That's a London, England thing. We'll support. We'll support. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna sit through any of them long ass hearings though. Y'all don't be saying shit and people just be walking by, stumbling in between the pews and all that shit. I ain't gonna do that. But if it's some shit y'all talking about, I'll stop in. And if you got a live going simultaneously, I'll chime in the chat. But I'm not gonna sit by and watch a whole bunch of white men file in and out of a motherfucking room. If I don't see that and shit, I can go down to the courthouse. All right. So we freestyling today. I don't have a topic. I don't have anything specific that I was going to talk about. I was going to leave that up to the chat to see what everybody else is talking about. It ain't always got to be what I'm talking about. I want the chat to sometimes dictate what the chat is about. So what's going on out here? And let's try to stay away from this and the big C word itself. Let's try to talk about some other shit. Because right now, that shit is a distraction. That is a major distraction, and it's holding a lot of people up. So let's talk about some things other than the jab, the Rona. Let's talk about some other things. Let's get some other shit out here. There's other shit out here popping other than that shit. So you tell me where you want to be, and we'll get with it. You show me who you hugging and want to be loving, and we'll get with it. Gotta run. I'll holler at you, cuz. Love you, bees. I have a story, but I'm moving about and can't speak right now. Okay. Well, I didn't ask for your whole story. Come back when you can go live with us and shit. But give us a topic to talk about, Kimmy. I appreciate your support, and I know you gotta run and you're busy and shit, but we just looking for a topic. Anybody else got something to say? Appreciate Kimmy on the way out the door, cuz. Cuz, if you dove into your box yet, did you get into your box? I know you was, you was a little overwhelmed with it, but did you get into any of your box? Oh, you probably gone already. When Kimmy said she got to go, she already out the door. She logging off. When she hits that comment, she hits leave at the same time. Estranged family and children. Okay, we can fuck with that. I've dealt with that. I'm dealing with that right now. Estranged family and children. When you have a estranged family and estranged children, it's very, very taxing. The fact that there's a struggle within the relationship is draining. But what's causing the estrangement is just as, if not more draining. Like, okay, so you're apart. You're not meant to be apart. You're family. You're supposed to be together. So that's draining within itself. There's a separation. There's a separation anxiety, as they call it. You have separation anxiety with people that you are meant to be around. Then what caused the separation? Now you're dealing with that conflict. And in dealing with that conflict, you're thrown about. There's several different situations. So the conflict itself is a problem, but the real problem is the separation, because you're not meant to be separated. You're kin, you're kinfolk, you are a relative to this other individual. That's why the term relatives come in there. You're relative. People don't understand. You know, people say you're relatives. Have you ever really dug deep into the word relative? Let's do so, shall we? It's Freedman Media and it's Freedman Freestyle. So let's deal with this in a freestyle way. Relative. Relative. Considered in relation or in proportion to something else. So that's comparative, respective, comparable, parallel, corresponding, reciprocal. Okay. Now we want to go to a person connected by blood or marriage. Relative. Relation. Member of someone's family. Member of the family. See, you can become a member of someone's family that you were not a member of their family before. You can become a member of the family because, like, you marry in, this is now your family. This is the family now as a whole. But you can become a member of someone's family that you were not a member of just by being in relation to them. Why? Because you are relative to them. Someone's own flesh and blood. Woo! You start talking about that, flesh and blood. We've heard that a lot in our life. You're my own flesh and blood. That's my flesh and blood. That ain't always good. Next of kin. Oh boy. Now we getting into some legal shit. When they want to know your next of kin, some shit done popped off. When a motherfucker need to know your next of kin, somebody's affairs need to get in order. Next of kin. Hear me? Kinsmen, kinswomen, family, kin, kith and kin, kindred, folks, kinfolk. A lot of kins in there, you know what I'm saying? A lot of kins in there. I don't fuck with kins, I fuck with Barbie. But I can't fuck with Ken. But I do fuck with Ken. And I fuck with kinfolk. And I'll fuck with kindred spirit. And I'll fuck with kinsmen and kinswomen. That next of kin, though, that next of kin, I don't like fucking with that, but I know I have to fuck with that every now and then. I've been the next of kin before. It's all good. It's all good, man. But that's a very, very, very trying thing to have a strange family, because the biggest problem is that there is the estrangement, that you are separated, that you are not one. The smaller problem is what caused that separation. That is the smaller problem. The greatest problem is the fact that you are separated. The smaller problem is because you're separated. Hopefully everybody is following me right now that is here. if you're following either maybe from experience, maybe from ignorance, maybe you're following because you know someone who's gone through this. You know. But a strange family and strange children is a very, very difficult thing. It's very, very challenging. Very challenging. When it's challenging like this, you are put into a space of either reconciliation or just revelation. Freedmen on deck. NYC in the place to be. NY in the MF building. Ring that bell. More, bring that bell. Ring that bell. Freedmen on deck. We ain't got no clowns today right now. But if they get in here, handle that shit. So as we doing a freestyle, as we really not getting too deep into anything, but we got a deep subject here. Kimmy put up a deep subject, so we fucking with it right now. So I'm gonna fuck with it right now. Understanding that this estrangement for family members and children is a serious, serious subject. It is not a subject to be taken lightly. So we're gonna take it serious. And Kimmy brought it out, we're gonna take it serious. Motherfuckers is going live all over Haps. They're getting their shit out there right now. I get it. They getting it out there, getting it in there. I don't know if y'all saw the Friedman father cast yesterday. Talked about a lot of different things, man, you know. And as a Friedman father, who came from a Friedman father, we touched on some things. And I'm looking at touching on some more of this because I really want to touch some white parents raising black children. White parents raising black children. Hap's been happening. That's why when I get on, I be like, what's happening? People don't be getting it. They don't be getting it. My joke just goes totally unnoticed. I be like, what's happening? Nothing. No response. It's okay. I get it. Just wasted, good joke right there. Nobody fucking gets it. You would get it, classic. But a lot of these motherfuckers, they be like, what's he talking about? Why didn't he use any E's? It's all good. Fuck it. Fuck it. Prime already invited you up. You come. Classic. You on YouTube? I thought you was coming up too. We might not want to scare him with 3 freedmen on the screen at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, if you got 1 drop of Negro blood in you, you're considered black and seeing that you'd have a little bit more than one drop if the daddy's black or the mama's black and the other parent is not black, that's an issue. Some white parents think that when they have a child by a black man, that kid's still white. No, 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 no. Oh, no, no, no. Once you have some black, I was about to say black man, but it could be black woman. I was about to go with the statistical shit, Prime. You know, I was about to be stereotypical, Prime.
Oh my God.
But I said, know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be stereotypical. Black women out here having white men's babies too. God damn it.
That's a
At
fact.
a high rate. At a high rate. Serena Williams, Candace Owens, come on now. It is what it is. I don't have no problem with a sister getting with a white dude. I got a problem when she lightens her skin. That's what I got a problem with. I got a problem when she shaves her nose down. That's what I got a problem with. So we're going to go there. We're going to go there. And seeing that Prime Legend is in the motherfucking building, I
What's
think
good?
we're about to go there. Nigga,
That
you
guy
ain't coming
thing.
on coy no more, motherfucker. Everybody knows who Prime Legend is. This bitch
Nah.
gets turned up when Prime Legend gets in the set.
What's good? What's good, family? Freedmen
What's
on
good?
deck. American freedmen on deck. We out here, man. I appreciate you, brother Shannon, for giving me that beautiful introduction. Yes, I
Hey,
got a lot
man.
of high energy. Some people like it, some people love it, and that's it.
And,
You
and,
know, we
and
always
here's the
gonna have the
thing.
haters.
You're going to have your haters no matter what.
Absolutely.
So you might as well be you. And as long as you ain't hurting nobody, as long as you ain't stepping on nobody's toes that don't deserve to have their toes stepped on. Because, see, I don't use that as a disclaimer anymore. I don't want to step on your toes. No, no, motherfucker. Your toes might deserve to be stepped on.
Yeah.
Your toes just might be deserved to be
I
stepped
got a
on.
story. I got a story about this. It's so interesting that you brought up. Like
Please,
when
please.
I come around, it gets turned up. I was in a group chat with a group of people, and I guess in my opinion, and from other people's opinion, like I really turned up the group chat and I made it fun or whatever due to my energy, you know, just through the group chat. But I guess some other people didn't like it. You know what I mean? So I guess they made some complaints or whatever. But at the same time, the people in charge, they didn't have a problem with it. And then, you know, I hung out with these people in person. And they was like, oh my God, you're so different in person. Because I was, you know, still high energy or whatever, but like, you know, also like real chill and laid back. It just, for me, it depends on the vibe and the energy and the people in the situation, you know? That's really what it is. Hold on, this is Domino's.
Do you
I
think?
ordered some pizza.
Do you think? So where we are with people, we have relationships with people, we have relatives, and where our relatives need to be, our relatives need to either be with us or they're against us. There is no more straddling the fence. I don't give a fuck if there's blood relation or not. If you are not with us, you are against us. And therefore we must handle shit accordingly.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you know, all skin folk ain't kinfolk. That's very, very true.
That's right.
But I don't give a fuck if you skin folk or not. Either you're kinfolk or not.
There we
If we're
go.
not a kindred spirit, you got to get the fuck on. I have no
Right.
time for you anymore. I'm done with you. I'm writing everything off because, dude, I don't have that much time in this bitch. I'm hoping for another 20. I might get 15. Chances are it's 10. I could be 5. I don't know. Next week I could be done about it. Anything. Anything. But the time that I do have in this motherfucker, I got to make every moment worth it. And I gotta make every moment mean something. And I can't do that with motherfuckers who betray me. If you are not on the team, you are off the team. We're not putting you on the practice squad. You're not a bench player. If you're on the team, you got a job. We're in play. But if you're on the team and you're not doing your job or you don't want to do your job, you're off the team. We have no extra room for players on the roster that don't want to be for the team. I'm just trying to tell motherfuckers now. Moving forward means that you are working for the cause. You just ain't gonna walk along the shit. You're gonna be with the team. You're gonna be with the squad. That's what I'm looking at. And I know that there's people out there that are down like that. And it ain't always gonna be blood relatives. Because a lot of blood relatives don't fuck with you for whatever fucking reason. See ya. When shit gets thick out here, don't call me. Don't call me, nigga. If shit gets thick out here and you left me in the lurch, do not call me. Shannon can know. Do you think you know? How about that? Because once you fuck up and desert me and mine, bye. See you later. We'll see you after. No, don't worry about it. You won't see us ever. We're not just going to meet. Y'all can be somewhere else with it. I get it. I understand. Everybody doesn't have me or my spirit in line on this shit. I totally get it. But the more time you waste with motherfuckers who are detrimental to your situation, the more time you're going to get fucked up. I hope you understand that. I hope you understand that. I hope you understand that. Because if you do not, you're fucked
Sorry
up.
about that.
What you apologizing for? Getting nourishment?
No, not even. I had to cancel that ass like Neo because the
Why?
disrespect. Like they first called me to come downstairs, and I came downstairs. The guy wasn't there. Like I hate that. Like that's the second time that's happened too, by the way.
Right.
And then
Give
he
me one
called
moment.
me. Yeah, and then he called me to come down, and I could have buzzed him in, and then he didn't want to come up. And then, he said he's wasting his time by waiting down there. I'm like, all right, well, have a good day. Waste your time some more. And then when you're dealing with food, you don't know what they're gonna do because I guess to them you've been disrespectful, so they could probably like spit in your food. I'm not dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? I'll just get my food somewhere else. Dealing with people, and not all, but some will do some nasty fuck shit like that. And I'm not with it. And I don't tolerate disrespect from anybody. Jesus Christ disrespected me, I would slap the shit out of him too. So yeah, that's just the type of time that I'm on. But we know Jesus wouldn't do that. Jesus was a good man if you're a believer, and you get the point that I was making, family. So yeah, I kind of joined in a little bit late, so that's on me. But yep, positive energy always causes elevation. Don't lessen your energy for anyone. I agree with that. What's up, Miss Frida, the legend? Appreciate Miss Frida and all the work that she does for this Friedman Media platform. We got Frida on Friedman Media. OG Classic Jones, salute. Helga, good evening. Good evening. All right. So humping on hump day, but I'm not really here. I was hearing brother Shannon talking about how the intermingling and the intermixing of black and white families or black and non-black families, and that's all good. You have the right to choose your personal um person you want to be with. I'm not against that. I think though, as a collective, I'm probably on my Dr. Umar Johnson shit where I believe that black families should be with black man and black woman and black child. That's my religion, the original Trinity, which is the black man, black woman, and black child. And if you want to get your freak off with a white guy or a white woman, whatever, that's cool. But me personally, I will not be marrying or having children with a white woman. That's my personal choice, and I think as a collective group, we should do that, and that's due to the fact, the objective reality of racism, anti-blackness, and white supremacy. The black family has been under attack for centuries now, and I think that is up to us first to maintain that culture, that unit, and that original trinity, which is the black man, the black woman, and the black child. Again, you can choose whoever you want to be with, but I think as a collective, that's what we should do, in my opinion. In a perfect world, you know, we could all be with everybody, but we know that this is not a perfect world. This is a system of racism and white supremacy. So I think we should act accordingly, especially as a group, whether it be politically or socially or whatever. We definitely need to act accordingly. Yeah, as a group, because
So
this is what we do it for, the group. Go ahead, bro.
when you say that, do you feel that staying within the collective is just going to somewhat magically strengthen us again and galvanize us to the point where we were centuries ago? Since we've maintained our status here, we had to have been resilient amongst each other,
Oh yeah.
or we would have perished much sooner.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we hadn't have stuck together during some of the most detrimental times that this soil has ever seen,
Mm-hmm.
they literally could have extinguished us.
Right.
But because we built great family structures, great
Mm-hmm.
family structures, and then great freedmen family
There we go.
structures.
Let's go. Freedmen families.
Because I'm not gonna say we created great slavery family cultures, because
Right.
we weren't slaves. We were enslaved. We were
Mm.
beaten. We were tortured. We were murdered. We were raped.
Brutalized. Yep.
And I mean, constantly brutalized for 246 years, and
Mm-hmm.
added on other years. But I can't document that. I can only document the 246. So I ain't getting no account. We got any Hebrew Israelites or Moors in this bitch? Look, I'm not here to document none of that shit. God damn it!
Yeah.
This Freeman
Right. Right.
Media, this Freeman Media, and we go by 1619.
Right.
I mean, I know there's probably some shit that happened before that. Not discounting that, but that's not what this cast is for.
Right.
Excuse me one moment.
No doubt. No doubt. Yeah. Yeah, brother Shannon, you are absolutely right. I'm a proud heterosexual black man. Respect to those who live or desire, or the LGBT community. You have that right, and I support that. That right. But what I want to maintain is the freedman family structure. Um, I'm biased, but I don't care. The black woman is the best, so I will never settle for less. The black woman is the best, so I will never settle for less. Black men, we are the shit, and yeah, we're the best as well. So if black women are the best, and I don't want to settle for less, and black men are the best. I think that, you know, we can bring the best together and be even more legendary. There's never a problem when Asians stay with other Asians. There's never a problem when Hispanics stay with other Hispanics. There's never a problem when Jews stay with other Jews, or just in general. We know that people do intermingle or intermix or whatever, and that's fine. But it seems like when people start, or black people rather, start talking about, oh, you know, I want to stay with my own, it's usually a problem or considered racist and everything. If a white person wants to be with another white person, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. That's my personal position on it. You know, if a white person wants to be with a black person, again, that's their personal choice. You know, I'm talking about on a practical, political, business, social level, and as a collective, the Freedmen Collective, and black people as a collective, I think that we need to maintain that black family structure. The original trinity is the black man, black woman, and black child. And the first institution starts at home. It starts at home with the family. Learning doesn't end when you leave school. Learning starts
Learning
and
doesn't even
ends.
start when you start school. See,
Exactly. It
that's the problem. We,
starts,
we, we, we waiting to
right.
go
It
to
starts and
school to
ends
learn.
at home. Yeah.
We waiting to go to school to learn. That's some bullshit right there.
Yeah.
What,
That's a
what,
part
what
of
do
the
you think?
problem. It's a
What
part
gave
of
me
the
a water?
problem. Absolutely. So yeah, if you want to hump on hump day, you know, hump on a black woman. Freedman.
Oh,
Hump on a black man.
you done took humping to a whole nother level.
That's what we here for. We here to turn it up. Listen,
First and
that's how you
foremost, I
introduce
can't hump
me.
on a black
I'm
woman.
prime. I turn up.
Yeah,
Fire.
but you already know my woman ain't
Fire.
black, nigga.
Huh?
Huh?
I didn't hear you.
So you know Ray ain't black.
You said Ray? Who's Ray? Ray who?
My woman, nigga.
What?
Nigga, you see my pictures on Facebook.
I only see you you and your like kids and grandkids.
Okay, well, look through some more pictures, dog.
Yeah. I didn't
She's
know. So hold
Italian.
on. Your woman
She's Italian. Get
is
on one of them other devices you got and get to
oh,
clicking them
is she
keys.
Sicilian or Neapolitan?
I don't know. Her hair nappy is a goat ass. It don't matter.
So she's a black person with straight hair, or you
Yeah,
know.
and pale skin.
Well, you know, I mean, she may have identify as white, respectfully.
Absolutely. She does.
But I mean, we keeping it real. Just like Hispanics, they're black people with straight curly hair, even though they consider themselves separate, or brown people, which I guess black people are technically brown people as well. But you know what I mean? Like they kind of separate
We know
themselves
we
as
mean on all of this. That's
Hispanic.
why I don't give all these disclaimers. Everybody knows what all this shit means.
Yeah, you
Everybody
know.
knows what all
So
this. Yeah, so here's the thing. I don't have to go back to 101 on this shit. Everybody knows my stance on this shit. Now, other people may come in
I'm
with a
doing it
different.
for the new viewers. We lit. We lit. We may have some new viewers. So
Okay, well,
I'll put it out there for a quick second,
if
but we stay back. We stay on track with the Freeman Media. We stay on track. You know, so yeah, Hispanics are black people with straight hair. Italians, they have been classified as white recently, you know, and other ethnic groups, but it is what it is. So you over here capping like you had a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant or product, but you have an
no,
Italian woman, an Italian.
she grew up poor and white. Her Italian heritage really wasn't a part of her upbringing.
Okay.
Like she didn't go down, to the social club for Christmas, and one of the gangster uncles was the Santa Claus and all that. No, she didn't have that.
Hmm.
She had a
Hmm.
very humble upbringing, and she understands the struggle from which she saw it. So
Okay.
I think she's one of those people that just glean. Her first husband was white. It ain't like she's
Okay.
just always been with black men. Her first husband was white. Her first child is white. Her second child is biracial.
Okay.
So,
Or
you
as
know,
Umar Johnson would say, Dr. Umar Johnson, he's African.
we're not going to take Umar Johnson with any more sincerity after that video he did where he put the phone down and
What do
started
he do
doing that.
now? What do he? Oh, why
Umar
y'all doing all
Johnson,
the
Umar Johnson
listen.
might have just canceled himself, dog.
Oh man, Dr. Umar Johnson. You talk about when he was fake boxing, like
Said
like
he
he
said
was
he gonna
doing all
take
that.
Tyson out in 5 rounds, bro.
Yeah. Listen, man. I mean, he from Philly. It's a lot of Philly brawlers. We got Joe Frazier, right? It's a
Yeah.
lot of Philly brawlers. I mean,
He
you
said
know, he don't seem
somebody
like a
called
small
Bernard
dude.
Hopkins.
Obviously, he can't beat Tyson, but he don't seem like a small dude. You know, he's gonna be in there for what 5 rounds just to survive. He ain't gonna win, but
He's not
I mean,
gonna survive 5 rounds with Mike Tyson. I don't even understand why you
I
perpetuated
don't
that
always
nonsense.
agree. I don't always
I'm
agree
like,
with
I'm gonna let
Dr.
him
Umar Johnson.
finish what he's saying, but I am not in agreement with any of this.
Okay, I don't
The
always agree with
views of
Dr.
Prime
Umar
Legend
Johnson.
are not necessarily the views of.
Oh, here you go with the bullshit. Oh
Hey man,
man,
I gotta put the disclaimer when you start coming with that fuck shit. I don't give a fuck if that nigga's from North Philly, South Philly, West Philly, East Philly. That motherfucker can't beat Mike Tyson if Mike Tyson rolled in
I
that bitch
never
in a
said that
wheelchair.
though. You see what I'm saying? I never said that. See,
What'd
you
you
on that
just say?
bullshit. I said
What'd you
that
say?
he's in there just to survive. Obviously, he's not going to beat Mike Tyson.
The fact that you said he was in there to survive.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Umar about to get that kufi knocked off his head is what he about to do.
That's what he's about to
He
do.
going there with that damn cotton kufi. He about to get that motherfucker knocked off.
I don't even think they even like really serious about that, or if that's even going to
So did
happen.
you hear why though? Did you hear why they want to fight?
Yeah, it was with that broadcast. I forgot what his name was, but
Freddie Gibbs.
yeah, Freddie Gibbs and Mike Tyson. Actually, they was talking about interracial dating.
Yep.
Funny enough, they was talking about interracial dating, and then Mike Tyson. I guess Freddie Gibbs, he kind of like misrepresented Dr. Umar Johnson's position,
He
and
did.
he framed it in a way where Tyson responded as, well, why does he have hate in his heart for white people, which is um in my opinion not Dr. Umar Johnson's position. I don't have hate for white people. I understand, overstand, and understand the history between black people and white people. So
Right.
um I move accordingly.
Right.
Obviously, not all white people are bad. And I deal with them on an individual level, but also as a collective, especially in the
Right.
work that we do. You have to. You can't pretend as if racism doesn't exist.
Right.
White people do not have a history of tormenting black people in this country. Like
Right.
you can't do that. That's a big reason why we are where we are now, because the fact that you won't even acknowledge it, or the code of white supremacy is to pretend that things are better or it doesn't exist, or stop talking about it, or slavery happened so many years ago, blah 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 blah. The fact that that's the narrative is a part of the problem, which is why I do appreciate the white people, gotta say the H for the hate, white people who are allies and who are comrades in this fight. And those are very few and far in between, but they are there. I see them with the work that we do. They're there, and they are descendants of the John Brown spirit, the Thaddeus Stevens spirit. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They are descendants of them, at least if not by bloodline, but in spirit. And we have African immigrant allies and comrades. I'm familiar with a lot of them. Hispanic immigrants or Hispanics, LGBT allies. You know what I'm saying? So I'm willing to acknowledge that those are very few and far in between. You know, it's definitely not as a collective. You know, but yeah, we say black first or freedmen first.
Right.
You know, we have to prioritize us first because we still have never been repaired for the damages and the conditions that's been done to us. You know, so no, we're not going to move on. You will never tell a Jew to move on from the Holocaust. They make
So
sure you forget. Remember the Holocaust. You will never tell them that. You know, and that has a lot to do with power. That has a lot to do with power. Just like the Game of Thrones, this is a game of power. Just this is what it is. You know, we can use that power to elevate the group, the Freedmen Collective.
right.
We can use that power in a positive way. Just because you see most of the time in this system, in a power structure, use their power to, in a negative way, to oppress black people and to oppress freedmen people. Just because they use it that way, that doesn't mean um the good of humanity cannot redirect that energy and turn it into something positive once they're in positions of power. We've seen
Right.
that throughout history. We've seen that throughout history. So it's always going to be that balance between, or that fight between good and evil. What side are
Right.
you on, family? What side are you on? Do you want to be a part of this? Do you want to be a part of something that's bigger than yourself? Do you want to be a part of something that's on the right side of history? Do you want to be a part of justice? Are you a man, a woman, or a child of integrity? What say you? Where do you stand? If you stand on the opposing view of justice and reparations for freedmen, and are you opposed to black liberation, then that's the side that you stand on, and we will deal with you accordingly by any means necessary. But if you are an ally to justice and an ally to black liberation and freedmen reparations, then you are a comrade, and we appreciate you and we respect you and we support you and we have a common interest. So let's build until we get a motherfucking building in this bitch. Let's build till we get some freedmen buildings. You
Right
know,
now, they're just renaming things. They may
right?
have been named after racists. We've got that right here in my city. They've had a
Mm,
damn park named after a racist for over 100 years. I think now they're gonna name it after a black person because now
right,
it's been publicly discovered that he was a fucking racist. You
right.
motherfuckers knew he was a racist when you named that park.
Yeah, right, right.
Now
Symbolism,
somebody done read a book and found out he is a real fucking racist. So now you're gonna name it after a black man. Eat a dick.
right.
I played baseball at
Symbolism.
that park all my fucking life at a
Wow,
racist named baseball park.
wow. Symbolism at its finest. Symbolism, but not substance. Nothing
I don't need
tangible.
no more buildings. I don't need no
Right,
names on buildings. I need
right,
policy. I need
right,
legislation. I need repair. I need
right,
reparations.
right. That's what
If
we
you ain't got
need.
that, eat a dick.
Let's go. That's what we need. We need to own and control and be able to maintain and sustain ourselves. That's what reparation does. When we own and control the Freedmen Universities and the Dr. John Henry Clark school institutions, when we are part of creating the policies and the legislation, when we're a part of the enforcing of the protection of those policies and legislation, things change. Things change. I always bring up the Jews because they're great examples. They have their own community and they control their narrative. They don't allow outside force. You never hear about LGBT Jews because that's what it's not about. You never hear about immigrant Jews because they put up political barriers that protect their interests and their history and their culture. And that's what they should do. just like any other group. The Asian American Pacific Islander um, hate crime protection bills does it has nothing to do with LGBT. Nothing.
Nothing.
Has nothing to do with immigrant Asians. If you are Asian American Pacific Islander, you qualify.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
if a black person is arguing with you, that black person will be charged with the hate crime
Yeah.
because of that bill. Even though you'll have a situation where an Asian person may have called that black person a nigger and they responded accordingly.
Yeah.
You see how that works? You see
You
how that
call me
works?
a nigga. You call me a nigga.
And then you
They
get that
might
Friedman
turn
work.
to
Yeah. And then you get that Friedman work. And then you cry wolf. And then you talk about hate crimes. Even though Friedman and black people have been hated in this country for centuries. And we have no anti-hate crime bill. This is what we're talking about with substance over symbolism. George Floyd statues is cute. That's very cute. But how does that stop police officers from getting off the hook due to qualified immunity?
right.
How does that go after the police unions who protect the police officers who murder black people and the freedmen people?
Right.
What does that do? What does that statue do? It doesn't even make me feel good because what good is a Black Lives Matter street and avenue and boulevard when that same race soldier will kill a black person on the Black Lives Matter street and boulevard
Right.
with impunity?
Right.
What good does that do?
Give me one
Nothing.
moment.
No doubt.
Cardinal 14.
So yeah, family. This is what it is. We have to get to work. We have to get to work. And there's much work to be done. Me personally, I love the work. It's not easy. I love the work because I love my people. I believe in the good in humanity of all of humanity, but I also acknowledge the evil in it. And I'm not a perfect man, but I like to think and call myself someone who is doing what he can do to fight for the good of humanity. You know, I mean, I'm still the devil. I'm still the devil, but at the same time, I acknowledge that I'm not perfect and I'm a flawed man myself. So don't elevate anybody, myself or any man or woman, as if they're godlike, because at the end of the day, there's still a man, there's still a woman, and nobody is perfect. But we can work at making this world maybe not a perfect world, but a lot better because it's fucked up right now. So that's where we come in. We come in to do the work, that freedman work. And we give white supremacy these freedmen fists. We give white supremacy and race soldiers these freedmen fists. And we fight the power. Not only fight the power, but be the power. Shout out to my Be the Power family. Brother Naheem, Steve, aka Ali Bey, Josh, and Dr. Logic. Of course, Graham Friedman too. And all of the people who support BTP. That entire BTP platform. So thank you. We appreciate y'all. Y'all have elevated my consciousness and I've learned a lot from watching y'all. And hopefully here on the Freedman Media, we are teaching you some things. And we hope that you're receptive to the message. If you're not, that's fine too. We have people who are receptive to what we do over here on the Freedman Media. So salute to Brother Shannon, who has brought this Here's the thing, Friedman Media on deck. Here's the thing, Friedman Media on motherfucking deck. And we ain't going nowhere. Let me tell you who the leaders are. The leader of this movement is reparations. The leader is the message. The message is the leader. Black liberation is the leader. Reparations is the leader. Black economic empowerment is the leader. And we will get it by any means necessary. Justice is the leader. Equity, wealth for the freedmen is the leader. Freedom, justice, and equality. And I measure that with freedmen, reparations, and wealth. That's when you take it up a notch. Because freedom, justice, and equality was during the civil rights era, and it still is now. But when you upgrade it and measure that, those words, freedmen, reparations, and wealth. So yeah, we must reclaim our name, family, and that's the freedman status. Just like how Asians get legislation, when we put freedmen on that policy, they will be speaking to us. We have found it. We have unlocked the algorithm. We've unlocked the code with freedmen. That is us. That is our status. That is our birthright. That is our identity. Imagine a world where it's no longer African American on the census or black on the census, because all that is racial classification. Imagine a world that says freedmen on the census, freedmen on the census, freedmen on the job application.
Now you're speaking in specificity now.
Yeah, and exclusivity. I was on a platform with the beautiful Angela Friedman now, because now we were able to show her that Friedman is the way to go. That is our name. That is our status.
You enlightened Sister Angela?
Yeah, she uses Friedman now. I was on her platform a while ago, and we had a great build. She can talk. She can talk. I love that she can talk.
She can go.
She can go. I love that she can go. And when she goes, she goes in. She gets me, and I'm already turned. You know me. I bring that Friedman fire. So listen, she motivated me even higher. And yeah, she uses Friedman now because we were able to help her understand, overstand, and understand the importance of that word. Yes, we were chattel slaves, American descendants of chattel slaves. At the same time, this explains the freedman status. It's important due to the history with it, the aid, the government aid, the documentation with it, and it's a lot more empowering than to be called an American chattel slave. And it also acknowledges that history. When you say freedman, it's like, well, what's that? You know, like what? Free from what? Like obviously chattel slavery. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, it encompasses all of that. It encompasses our history of creating America's wealth. It encompasses the history of redlining, the Jim Crow, black codes, not minority codes, not people of color codes, black codes, sundown towns. It encompasses all of that. The predatory lending, the mass incarceration of today, the playground to prison pipeline of today, playground to prison pipeline, the exclusion of wealth of today, how we have 2% of the nation's wealth. It includes all that with freedmen. Is very specific. Again, not all freedmen are classified as black people, but all black people are not freedmen. all freedmen are classified as black people, but all black people are not classified as freedmen. Understand what I'm saying? So we have to disaggregate from the blackness. We can still use that to empower us, but when we talk about specificity and policies, because that's what these protests should be doing, they should be leading to policies. These demonstrations should be leading to legislation for the freedmen. Freedmen first. Black first. Freedmen first. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, we have to be specific because politics is specific. Politics can be very personal, and this is very personal for me because I love my people. I love my people. I love my people with all my heart. I still believe in humanity as a whole. I believe in the good of humanity. But again, we have to acknowledge and fight against the evils of it, the insidious nature of white supremacy and anti-blackness. We have to acknowledge it. If you don't even acknowledge it, you lost. You lose. You lose when you don't acknowledge it and you start cooning. You cooning for your own individual benefits while the collective is suffering, while your ancestors are suffering, while your descendants are suffering, while your children are suffering. Maybe not your children because you're cooning, but other people's children.
His
And
children
even
will
your
suffer.
children is cooning too. Matter of fact, even your children is suffering too.
Yep.
Because when white supremacy is done playing with you, when white supremacy is done using you, you will suffer. You will suffer. You're not exempt. You're not exempt
He drove a
due
right.
to your blackness and your melanin. White supremacy is doing this due to white genetic survival.
Yeah, they on their way out, dog. They numbers are low. They're
This is
not
what it
procreating at
is.
the levels.
This is what it
They're not
is, which is
they're not
yeah.
procreating at the levels that they were doing before, and too many of their women are jumping to the other side and getting beige babies.
Tall, dark, and handsome. That's what most women say, or that's the he don't look like Bill Gates. Bill Gates don't look like me.
They don't look like Bill Gates, but that might be Willie Gates.
Oh, Big Willie. Pause.
So what you started out with, you always, boy, that's a lot. You know you went for about 15 minutes, so I'm
My
going to have
bad,
to
my
chop this
bad.
tree
My bad.
down. I'm going to have to chop. No, you had to. I was eating chips and handling shit.
No
So
doubt. It's true.
to get the
Doritos?
black family
Okay,
back
go
where
ahead.
we need the black family, because we're talking about moving forward. We can only move forward with Friedman strategy from having Freeman build.
Let's go.
We're having a Freeman build now. So strategy right now. We can't talk about what's been going on. We can't talk about what's happening. We definitely ain't talking about what's in the news because those are all lies.
Oh yeah.
Friedman's strategy right now. You just said we got to put the black family back together. That is first and foremost what we got to do. Put the black family back together.
Let's get it.
So to put the black family back together, black man, black woman, freedman, freedman woman.
Mm-hmm.
We've got to feel that we can take care of each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what they're doing on a daily basis. This is why I let you go, so you could get all that out. And I'm going to start with your basis of what you were talking about was the discombobulation of the Freedman family.
Yeah.
So we're starting back there. We're starting to get the family together. We about to be the black brothers. We ain't going to be the blues brothers. We're going to be the black brothers. We're putting the family back together. We're putting the family back together.
Let's get it. Let's do it.
All right.
Yes.
I don't know if you know Blues Brothers or not. That was a little bit before your time.
Come on, man. So. Dan Aykroyd. Come on, man.
All right.
I'm an old man. I'm older than you, but you still my OG.
Come on, dog. You look, nobody wants to hear all that. Okay.
You still my OG, man. You still my OG. Okay. I know your distaste for New Yorkers. I still fucks with Michigan. I know a New
I have
Yorker.
no
I know a
disdain
New
for
Yorker
New York.
slid in and stole, a chick from the past. That's what we do. What we do. But I
Good
still fucks with
afternoon,
you.
Cargo 420.
I still fucks with you, Mr. Ann Arbor himself, who looks like a barber, a master barber at that. But yeah, I most definitely love my people, EJ Johnson, and I hope you do too. You appear to be a black man according to your profile pic. Maybe you're a freedman. I don't know what your lineage is, but freedman or not, or black man, I appreciate that. Miss Shanna Kim is in the building, always dropping that powerful freedman knowledge to elevate our freedman consciousness. That's what I like to call it, the freedman consciousness. We got black consciousness and we got freedman consciousness. So yeah, that's what I call it. I believe in specificity, and when we dealing with politics, that's what it is. What up, Shanna? The beautiful Miss Shanna Kim. We appreciate you. That's right, Miss Frida. Frida Friedman. Friedman Frida. Cargo420.com. Show your support if you can. Bless the ones that give, bless the ones that don't. But get your mind right when you come here on this Friedman Media, because we slay coons and we slay white supremacy and white supremacists and racists. And we are here to protect our interests of the group, our political interests, our economic interests, and all of the above. You know, we have freedmen today who are still maintaining this country's economy, and whether it be with the culture or just entertainment or even intellectual property that a lot of freedmen and other black people don't get the credit for, while white people patent it and get they reap the economic benefits due to their power and them owning and controlling the lion's share of the economy. Yeah, man. Mr. Tony D. Tony Tone. A lot of classics there with that group. Tony Tone. One of my more favorite groups. Holla Black. So Brother Shannon is a little busy handling that Freedman business. Speaking of Freedman business, instead of a black owned business, it will be called a Freedman owned business. I think that name in itself is very powerful, is very different, and is very specific. That Freedman status is so important. I think that we all should be using that name. It is the answer. It is the answer. Jews have a name for their politics when they get legislation. Asians have their name. Hispanics have their ethnic ethnicities. Even immigrants is a political status. You can even argue it's a protected political status here in America, unless you're black, like the Haitians. Unless you're black, like the Haitians, right? Jim Crow Joe, who was attacking black Haitians for trying to migrate into the border. So yeah, the point is that we have to engage in politics if we want power. There's all sorts of power, but the greatest power, or one of the most powerful powers, is influence. Influence. Not only is knowledge power, family, but applied knowledge is power. You have to be able to apply that knowledge to your everyday life. You have to be practical and apply that knowledge to your everyday life. How can you apply what you learn in that knowledge to get the bag? How can you apply that knowledge to be a better person, to be a better man, to be a better woman, a better child? How can you impart that knowledge onto your children to guide them, to elevate their consciousness, to uplift their spirits and inspire? How can you apply that knowledge to help someone in need? Obviously, we are freedmen first. So when you're on code, you help your own first. You help your own. You help black first. So you can do that and still help others, but we want to focus on ourselves. Just like how they say, you can't love anyone else until you love yourself. Love is an action. Knowledge of self is important. And no, I'm not with the nation. Knowledge of self is important. But no, I am not with the nation. Respect to what they have done over the years. And salute to Farrakhan. He's another one who gets me riled up. Fiery speeches. Fiery. Obviously, this hoodie that I got on. Brother Malcolm X. One of my favorites. Probably my favorite of all time. Came from the nation, where he elevated his consciousness. So how do we apply our knowledge and influence to attain power to help the collective of freedmen? Applied knowledge, influence, and control of self. I always tell people to control what you can control. Anybody know the serenity prayer? Accept the things that you cannot change. The wisdom to know the difference. I know I'm butchering it. The serenity prayer. Give me the courage to change the things that I can. Accept the things that I cannot change. And the wisdom to know the difference between the two. The applied knowledge to know the difference between the two. You feel me? So, applied knowledge, influence, and your control of yourself. Sometimes we don't have to turn up. Sometimes we have to be more savvy in this system of white supremacy. And I'm all for turning up because that's just the type of personality that I am. At the same time, we have to use our better judgment in certain situations. I support you if you turn up for the right reason. I support you. But in order for us to accomplish the goal, we're going to have to be smart, be cunning, like these cunning crackers out here. Cunning crackers. We have to be smart and we have to be cunning and intelligent. Because white supremacy is a team sport. And in order to beat it and dismantle it and destroy it and rebuild something better, black people as a collective and the freedmen collective, we have to play as a team. Along with our allies. They are a part of the freedmen collective because they are our comrades. So we have to play as a team. Okay? We have to, family. What did Frida say? Everyone has their days except blacks. That's a fact. It's a freedman fact. Black facts. Black facts. Freedman facts on deck. Frida, she said right here. That is a true statement. That's why I'm so been loving with Frida. I'm so in love with Frida. Okay, well, okay. I don't know. I butchered that. Don't know exactly what you meant by that, but I support you, Frida. Support you. I know. I think I may know, but yeah. Oh, I wonder what did Brother Shannon mean by humping on hump day, but I'm not really here. Humping on hump day, but I'm not really here. So I wanna let me not say that because that's a little extra. To
You
maintain
want
the
to
black
know? You
family,
want to know?
we gonna have to hump. Huh? Go ahead.
Okay. Well, you ask questions when I'm on mute. That's not fair because I just happened to hear it because we weren't saying anything. So I don't want that to
Okay.
go by without people knowing. I'm not
Yeah.
supposed to be here. Sonya, you hold on. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I just had to mute my call. So I'm not supposed to be here. This is supposed to be my day off.
Ah. Okay.
So I'm literally here
Salute.
because someone else was unable to be here.
Salute.
So I'm humping on hump day, but I'm not really here.
All right now.
And I don't like the fact that I didn't have my time, but you have to do what you have to do.
Agreed. Agreed.
So it is what it is.
Agreed. We appreciate you for still putting in the work on your day off, Craig.
Yeah, it's just
You ain't gotta worry about getting fired on your day off. You at work. Right, Craig?
I shouldn't have to worry about getting fired at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Call Brianna for me.
If I have to worry about getting fired at this stage of my life, I'm in a bad situation.
She's trying to call me on the other line.
Oh yeah.
I can't fire myself.
Oh yeah.
Do my hair.
Boss talk. Boss talk. Freedman boss over here. Brother Shannon. I was talking to people and telling them about instead of a black owned business, it would be called a freedman owned business. So yeah. But yeah, salute to you, Shannon, for working on your day off. And not really being here, but you're here.
Right, right.
And when we talking about humping on hump day, when we want to maintain the black family, we're gonna have to hump.
Most definitely.
We're gonna have to hump. We could do the Humpty Hump too. We could do the Humpty Hump with it. Play that in the background and doing the butt, do all that. You know, so yeah. We work hard, we play harder. We work hard, we play harder. I think that balance is very important. You have to have
Sonya,
a
your total today is going to be 60-75. You hear me? Oh, shit, I got her on mute. Sonya?
Yeah.
You're 60-75.
Okay.
All right, he'll be there shortly.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I had to manually put an elder's order in. Sorry. She couldn't get around the computer and figure it out.
It's all good.
So
I can relate to that. I'm bad with technology, so I'm an old nigga.
So I had to take care of that.
It's all good. Yeah, the balance is very important, family. I believe in working hard and playing harder. When you do this freedman work, it can be stressful, but I don't let that get to me. I don't let life consume me. I have a very fun personality, so I do things and jest and joke around, and we all have a good time. You know, I think it's important that you turn negative energy into positive energy when you can. You know, I think that's a skill in itself to channel and harness positive energy after it was just being negative towards you or anyone else.
Right.
You know? Yeah.
So, in getting the Friedman family back on course with each other, a crash course, as it were. A crash course. I think we need to build. There's a lot within the collective that we got to build to get people thinking that it's beneficial. So people don't understand that when we start talking about relationships and marriages and things like that, it's a business. You are in business with who you are in a relationship with, whether y'all making money off of something else, you're making money together. So there's a business that's being transacted. And what people don't understand a lot of times is you go into relationships to bubble. You don't go into relationships to stay the same. If you're one and you're doing okay, if you're two, y'all should be doing real good. You should go into a relationship and do worse as two people. I can do bad by my goddamn self. Ain't that a song or a movie or something?
That's a movie. That's that Tyler Perry shit.
Okay, well, it's something. He wasn't wearing a dress in that one, was he?
I didn't see it, honestly.
Oh, okay. Well, all I know is I can do bad by my damn self. And I heard it well before Tyler Perry made it into a movie.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's just, yeah. I heard it well. You went right to Tyler Perry, but I heard that well. As a matter of fact, it's a movie and it has Taraji P. Henson in it. So, yeah. Way before Tyler did that with Taraji. You know, she's in a lot of Tyler Perry movies.
Yeah. Yeah, she is.
I don't know if
she's
they're
a good actress.
Friends.
I like her.
Huh? Oh,
I like her. She's a good actress.
She's a tremendous.
Yeah, she's a great actress. Great actress.
She's believable. She's what I want an actress to be.
Hell yeah. Is she a Friedman?
I want an actress to be believable. Make me believe that shit you're spitting at me on the screen.
Is she a Friedman?
Taraji, I believe Taraji is a Friedman. I've never heard about any Caribbean culture in her family.
All right.
And she grew up in inner city. Single mom, maybe. She might have had double. I don't know if she had double or not.
Okay.
But for some reason, I want to say single mom raised her. I've heard her story a couple times, like on these little things they do about your upbringing and all that, because she's kind of hit that status where she's revered by the mainstream media, mainstream black media.
Right.
And they loved her, they love her in all them Tyler Perry. They loved her in Baby Boy, love her in all that shit. What they didn't support her in was that show that was on CBS. Person of Interest, I think. Oh. They didn't support her in that, and that was a great role for her. A lot of black people don't even know about that role.
Okay.
That was a great role for her. She stretched herself out on that role. I don't believe she stretches herself out in all the roles that she plays. I think she has a lot of that already in her.
Yeah.
She stretched herself out for this role on Person of Interest, and the cast was so diverse for have her in there like the way she was. Yeah, that role was definitely slept on, and she didn't get the credit in the collective because of that role not really being well known. I don't even know if someone was well liked or not liked. It was not well known.
Mm-hmm.
Other people on that show were much more, a lot of lineage. She was one of the younger actors. And yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet that she is a Friedman. She has Friedman lineage. And she brings that Friedman energy. She's very believable. I loved her in Baby Boy. First time I
Who got
seen her.
back first? No, wait a
Huh?
minute. He went after you. He was here. Okay, well, I gotta look at the thing again, man.
Have we had 4 runs already?
I don't know. I'm about to check.
Because I had Katrina. He had one. Right.
He had 2. He had them 2, didn't he? He took UB and he took Greg.
Okay, you take this.
And then you took Katrina. No, this will even y'all up.
You can take this one. Because you're probably going to leave it after a while. Unless you ain't keeping him out there, are you?
No.
Yeah.
Probably let him go at 6.
Okay.
All right. Well, Frida says that she's a sister, so maybe she is a Freedman sister. I trust Frida's judgment.
Frida, did you look up her bio? They said Kamala was a sister too. I mean, we're not doing this anymore. Either come with the data, or don't. I don't want no more of that sister girl shit, because Kamala was a sister girl too. And then we found out she was listening to Tupac in '86.
Right? That's some bullshit. Kamala Emhoff. But anyway, yeah, Taraji P. Henson, she brings that Freedman energy, man. She's very believable. I think she's a great actress, and I'm willing to bet she is a Freedman. I don't know for sure. But
the daughter of Bernice, nicknamed Nee Gordon, a corporate manager at Woodward and Lothrop, and Boris Lawrence Henson, a janitor and metal fabricator. She has 2 younger siblings, Sean and April. She has often spoken of the influence of her maternal grandmother, Patsy Ballard, who accompanied her to the Academy Awards the year after she was nominated. Her first names, Taraji and Penda, are Swahili. According to her mitochondria DNA analysis, her matrilineal lineage can be traced to the Massa people of Cameroon. She has said North Pole explorer Matthew Henson was the brother of my great-great-grandfather.
The hell?
She's a Freedman.
All right, there you go. It makes sense. I
I'm
would have won that bet.
I'm gonna look up Matthew Henson. He was born in 1866.
Damn.
Matthew Henson was born in 1866.
Where at?
Nanjemoy, Maryland.
So his parents were were chattel slaves. So yeah, she's a freedman.
Yeah. Henson was born in Nanjemoy, Maryland, to sharecropper parents who were free Black Americans.
Freedmen. Listen. Booyah. Boom. That's the Freedman God bomb right there. Free, what'd you say? Black Americans or free, what?
Free. I moved this shit. Hold on a second. I moved the bio. Hold on a second.
Okay. But y'all get the point, family. The point is that Freedman is our identity. We have unlocked the code. We have found the answer with what to call us. So not African American, not Black. We have the algorithm, we have the code, and our identity and status is Freedman. This is what will be put on the legislation. This is what will be put on in the policies when describing us. This is what will be put on the local contracts. You need to have 30% freedmen in construction.
Period.
Not 90% Hispanics and immigrants. And the rest of the 10% is white people who are managers. No matter of fact, let me say 9%. The rest of the 9% is white people, and that 1% is the freedmen. or black people. We not coming for crumbs no more. We not doing that. You need to have at least 30% and up freedmen on those contracts for the construction. Because if we keep it real, we have historically been the men and women with the skills, the trade skills, brick masons, welders, all that, man. All that. All that. All that. That's been us. That's been us. But due to immigration and other things, it has been allowed to those historical positions, like caretakers or even positions in the hotels have been given to immigrants. Not all, obviously, but if a greedy employer had to choose between an immigrant or a freedman, he's going to go with the immigrant because it's very likely, not all, they will be getting paid for less for the same amount of work. So yeah, we freedmen should not have to work in McDonald's getting $7 an hour. Why? 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 We should not have to.
Why?
While
Because the Latinos are coming here and work for $6.
Well, there you go. And that's the bullshit.
So you got off on talking about this. I'm still trying to build the black family up.
Let's get it.
Okay.
You build it up by humping on Humpday.
I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck about what everybody else is getting no more. Dude, I'm done with that shit. I don't even want to talk about that no more.
So we get it by humping on Humpday.
They are ignoring us in such a level that even motherfuckers that are getting the shit that we're supposed to be getting are like, damn, how can they be ignored like that? So I don't even want to talk about it anymore. When you got the motherfuckers who are coming over here who are washing up on the banks, and in 30 days they can walk into a bank and get a loan, bitch. How you gonna wash up on the Bank of America and then in 30 days you can walk into the Bank of America?
Oh yeah.
And have a debit card.
And then some of them, not all of them, look down on us. Like, what happened to you? You was born here.
Them bitches will get a debit card before they get a Social Security card.
Yeah. Is that true that like illegal immigrants are able to like drive or something in California? Is that a true?
You get driver's license?
I don't know if it's a driver's license, but damn, never mind.
You can be illegal and get a driver's license.
I can't remember. Exactly.
You can be illegal and get a driver's license. That's been on. I've met motherfuckers. I've sold people cars that just got over here, and it took them 30 days to get a driver's license. 30 days. That's all it took.
I can't remember the report, so I'm gonna just leave it alone. I'll leave it alone. But yeah, you build the black family by humping on Humpday.
No, my family from my loins is not going to grow anymore. I've done all the reproducing that I'm going to do in my lifetime.
How many kids you got, Mr. Man?
Biologically, I have 2.
Okay.
But I've got a lot of blendeds.
Okay.
So, previous relationships and whatnot. Wow. So
all them kids I see on your profile, I thought you be stroking.
Oh, no, and those are blended grands. Are them little ones?
Stroking to the east. I've been stroking to the west.
You thought I was out here. You thought I was out here driving a 15-passenger van?
Damn, I think something wrong with my connection. I don't know if y'all can hear me.
Your shit faded out for a second. You were trying to talk and it blotted out.
I be stroking. That's your new name. He said he ain't stroking no. He said he loved
Oh
the Friedman
man.
family,
No, I
but
didn't
that's
say
it
I
for
wasn't
me.
stroking no more, motherfucker. Don't be canceling me. I'm not reproducing, motherfucker. I didn't
You
say I
got to
wasn't
stroke to
stroking.
reproduce.
Don't
Got
be
to
trying to
stroke
make
to
me into some fucking
reproduce.
eunuch or something.
You got to stroke to reproduce, man.
Nah, you ain't got a stroke to reproduce. You got a fucking nut in a woman to
Oh
reproduce.
my God, yo.
You can stroke all you want.
The Friedman family. The
You can
Friedman
stroke all you
family.
want.
That's the
I'm not
Friedman
trying to.
family.
I'm not trying to build the Friedman family.
You already built one. You already built
I
it.
already built one. Yeah, I'm not trying to add floors to this bitch.
Listen, man. Listen.
I'm not looking to add floors.
Sometimes things happen, brother Shannon. You know, just like Usher said, that's what it's made for. Right?
So we're gonna listen to a motherfucker who cheated with R. Kelly and got herpes? Okay, let's go.
Oh my God, man. Oh my God. Listen, why we gotta take personal shots?
Cause this is Friedman Media, and if we're gonna be
Oh my
up in here, we might as well get personal. We might as well do the Jermaine Jackson. And don't take it personal.
Jermaine Jackson, he was on that bullshit. Freeman Media, we not on that bullshit, but listen, anybody can get it. Anybody can get it. You know, as far as R. Kelly and Usher and their extracurricular activities, I still like their accomplishments and their songs. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Regardless to their alleged extracurricular statuses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I still think people with HIV or any other STD, the clap, herpes, whatever, I think they're still good people. You know, but it is what it is. Niggas being reckless, so reckless things happen. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But you know, the Freeman family, you know, you still out here doing your thing, and you created your Freeman family. Happy Freedman Father's Day.
So I'm gonna go back to how do we build this?
That's good.
And one of the things, and I started going into talking about understanding that matrimony is a business. It's a business within itself. It is not something that you you can't marry yourself. So let's just start here. Let's just go basic as fuck right now.
Let's go. Marriage is a business.
You can't marry yourself. It takes another individual to marry, correct?
Agreed.
So when you marry someone, do you go out and marry someone that is going to help you lower your socioeconomic status, lower your capabilities of raising and taking care of a family, lower your self-esteem, dignity, overall character? Or do you go find somebody who helps you do the opposite of all that shit?
I would say you definitely find someone who assists you and supports you or helps increase your value, or not increase your value, but increase. They bring value to what you can do, and you bring value to what they can do. At least that's what a quality marriage does.
So you said it early on. You must have went to church recently. I saw you kind of dressed up. You got your collar shirt on.
I'm out here. You know, I'm out here in these streets. Out here in these streets.
I know you New York motherfuckers. Y'all don't be like real religious, but y'all will stop by a church every now and then. Y'all will go into a church and shit. You don't be religious or nothing, but you'll go in there. Like Catholic church is big in New York. Motherfucker go by and talk to Father McCallahan and shit real quick. Catch some ism from him. You might not even be Catholic. You might not even be Catholic, but you'll just go by because there's so many churches in New York. And one of the things that I've looked at, because I've never been to the city, I still have never been to the city.
Okay.
But when I watch things that have been portrayed on TV, or I see scenery or real documentaries, churches every fucking where. Churches, synagogues, mosques, all types of shit. there's spiritual guidance centers, whatever, everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So I've always noticed that motherfuckers go by and get that ism from the clergy. So you use the word that I said all that to say this. You use the word that preachers use, increase.
Or add.
The word increase is so underrated. It's so underrated because people don't understand that when you take on a relationship, there instantly should be an increase.
Let's go. That's right. That's right. I agree.
I'm not saying an increase in your bank account. I'm not saying an increase of vehicles in your driveway or even the type of home you get. Your life, the infrastructure of your life should have an increase if you venture into a relationship with another individual.
Agreed.
If
At
you
some
do
point,
not have, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, finish. I don't want to cut you off.
If you do not have an increase in your being, in your life, if you do not have an increase in your being, in your life, when you venture into a relationship, get out. Shannon said, why y'all singing Clarence Carter?
Scrape like that. Scrape cheese, nigga. Scrape like that. Scrape cheese, nigga.
So I'm looking at an increase, for someone when they get into a relationship. Now, what you build, you're either going to build just a solid foundation of just a personal relationship with one another, or you may be in it to produce children. So now you've got to build an infrastructure to have babies, because you ain't looking to be single parents. You're looking to do this shit together. So there's got to be so many levels of confidence. You needed a certain level of confidence to venture into the relationship. You needed a certain level of confidence to go down that path of trying to build a stable relationship. Now you started to talk about a serious relationship, marriage. Baby is a whole different level.
Oh, yeah.
Because both of you now have lost part of yourselves. Because now the baby is going to come into play and is going to take a part of both of you. And that's what that baby is going to be composed of. And you never get yourself back. Once you have a baby, you never get yourself back. Unless, did you end up ordering some more food?
Hell no. I give Domino's a break once because that's the second time that happened. So, but the lady, she was real nice about it, and she understood where I was coming from. I put that Friedman G on her. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I was just right. But yeah, go ahead. What were you saying? Oh. Well, I can jump in because you said some really good stuff.
No, do your thing.
So
I'm trying to see this set is not going to make sense if someone comes in and hears how you started it based off of what I said, and I don't return. So I was just trying to get to that point. But go ahead and speak. But we had that path of talking about building the Freedman family. The only way we're going to be successful is to do that. We got to stop talking about it and start strategizing to be able to build. Yeah. See, all these casts out here just fucking talking, but there's no strategy. So if we're going to talk, we can strategize. You made that statement, so we got to go. We got to get into strategic mode. We can't just sit here and trade dialogue and trade data. Let's actually try to strategize, like, what is it going to take to put the black man in mental, physical, spiritual shape to reunite with the black woman. We're talking Freedman. Mm-hmm. What is it going to take? We got to start strategizing that at some point. Can't just say that that's what it's going to take. That's what we're going to do. That's why when Umar starts talking, he loses me when all black women are queens. No, they're not. No, they're not.
Right. I don't know. Maybe to some degree he's pandering. Let me not say that because I don't know. I'll just say that all black men are not kings. All black women are not queens. Every male is not a man. I think that men should be the leaders of the household. Obviously, it depends on the 2 parties or 3 parties, 4 parties, whatever floats your boat. It depends on the people involved of that household, because you just got different personalities or whatever. You know what I mean? So, you have to deal with that. But generally speaking, I think that the man is the leader and the head of the household, and the woman, they add value through their femininity, their communication, their teaching. Women are great speakers. I know so many of them. They're great teachers. They're great nurturers, and that's their natural gift. That's how they add value or increase value within the relationship, especially when it comes to the black child, the freedman child. And I think both is necessary. Because if you ask me, black men and black women, or men and women, are not equal. But let me say that again: men and women are not equal, but they have equal value. The masculinity and the femininity is both important to have a more well-rounded, balanced relationship, and to bring great guidance and spiritual elevation and psychological elevation to that child and to each other. The balance is important. It's not that the man is better than the woman or the woman is better than the man. They both need each other. Mm-hmm. Everybody on this damn planet came from a man and a woman. That's just a fact. That's a fact. So when we're talking about building the black family, I think it most definitely starts with us. Psychologically, we are fucked up. So we have to want to elevate our consciousness. We have to want to get to that Friedman level of thinking, that Friedman consciousness of the Hiram Revels, the Harriet Tubman, the Madam C.J. Walkers, the Robert Smalls, even the brother Shannons of the world. You know what I mean? We have to get to that level in order to maintain the black family. So we want to do that. We want to get some trade skills, some practical skills. College is good. But if that doesn't work out, don't you want some practical trade skills? Or I'm bad with technology. I'm horrible with technology. I'm a little slow. I'm an idiot. But the youth today is amazing with technology. They've been born into that matrix. So the coding, and the STEM and the technology is important. We have to adapt, and we have to control our own destiny. And in doing that, we have to be a part of the intelligent freedman society, intelligent black society, and we have to set the standard like we always do. It's nothing new. We have to set the standard. We have to set the tone as black men or freedmen. We have to set the tone and set the standard and lead our families. Freedmen.
So
Um,
you went back into it. So we gotta
yeah, we have to lead by
we can't
example.
just
That's the
touch on
best
it.
way to lead is by example. People is not going to follow you by always what you say. You could say the good things, but when they see you not doing it, that's not a good example. You have to lead by example. You have to empower your team. You have to empower the people around you. Inspiration. Inspire them. You have to be accessible, you know, even in a position of authority. You don't want to belittle your team or your family. You don't want to feel like they can't talk to you, or you feel like you too good.
Well,
Sometimes
who are you
people feel
talking to
that
right
way,
now?
even when it's
Who are you talking to right now? Are you talking to the young 25, 30-year-old guy? Or are you talking to some of these old motherfuckers like me who they should have gotten it by now? They don't get it. If they haven't gotten it by now, they're never going to get it. So we got to be
I'm,
talking to the youth. We can't be just talking to some old gray ass motherfuckers
I'm
that ain't
talking
going to get it.
I'm talking to both, because there's a disconnect between both.
Sure.
I'm talking to both. There's a disconnect between both, and that
But are you
disconnect.
talking twice as much to the youth as you are to the old motherfuckers? Because you need to talk more to the youth than the old motherfuckers. The old motherfuckers about to die. They
Well, I
about to
still
die.
want to talk. I still want to talk to the old motherfuckers who might die, but they still want to help.
Okay, well,
You know what
those
I
aren't
mean?
old motherfuckers. Those are elders. Those are
Okay, well,
elders. The
that's who I'm
elders.
talking to too. Then the old motherfuckers who is lost and they got one foot in the grave. Then I can't help them.
Then why are you
Rest in
fucking with
peace.
them? If you can't
Rest in
help them,
peace.
why are you fucking with them?
Rest in peace. Because they can still listen. They can still
Listen
listen.
as they get
Goddamn.
lowered into the ground.
Listen. That's what's gonna happen. But yeah, I'm talking to the youth. I'm talking to the elders, the olders, whoever's receptive to the message. How about that?
There you
Whoever's
go.
receptive to the
There you
message.
go. There you go. Okay, so you see where I brought you to that? Because I don't want you wasting your time. Your energy and your word is too valuable to be up here wasting it on some fucking bums. Can I talk for a minute?
Talk, man. Talk your Freeman shit. Let's go. Come on.
Shit. If you're gonna waste your motherfucking time on some motherfucking bums, we might as well go down to the goddamn exits off the highway.
Okay.
They already on the street.
Let's get it.
You just talking. I call them housed homeless motherfuckers. Because there's some housed homeless motherfuckers out here who ain't busting a motherfucking grape no time soon.
Okay.
But they not on the street. So they housed, but they really homeless. They 2 contractor garbage bags away from being on the street.
Okay.
And the way I see it, if you're gonna waste your time talking to those motherfuckers, you fucked up. What you need to do is you gotta work the motherfuckers who are willing to listen to the message.
Yeah, I was answering your question. You said the old niggas or the young niggas.
Right.
Whoever's receptive.
Right.
Whoever's receptive. And it goes towards both, because you got some young people who are not receptive. So we're not talking to them. And you got some old niggas who is not receptive. They still preaching vote Democrat.
And they can pick out of the same dumpster. Okay?
Exactly.
They can stand behind the same McDonald's when they throw the food out and catch it before it hits the dumpster. Because it ain't like McDonald's. It ain't like McDonald's unwraps the food and throws it away. That shit still be wrapped up just like they put it in your bag.
That Big Mac tastes good. You're making me hungry. I ain't getting my pizza, so I ain't get my pizza now. Remember, I ain't eat my pizza, so I'm a little hungry, but I'm rocking with the Freeman family right now.
I don't want to see you down in the back of McDowell's. I don't want to see you down in the back of McDowell's tonight.
I had to turn up. I had to turn up on this delivery guy. Respect to the delivery people, but when you disrespect me and tell me, "Oh, I'm wasting my time waiting downstairs and I'm trying to buzz you in," then have a good day. Click. You get the Freedman bang. You get the Freedman bang. And then you got your the lady who was really nice calling me saying, "Oh, I understand, but do you want to come down?" I tell her no. She's like, "Okay." she wasn't gonna argue because me and her connected. She was like, "You're right. You're right. You're right." Like, and that's the second time. I don't like that shit. Don't make me fucking come downstairs thinking that you got the damn food and I'm hungry, and then you're not there. And then when I go back upstairs, you want me to come back downstairs, and then you tell me you wasting your time. Motherfucker. No tip. You get no tip. I want all my
Mookie's
change.
got an attitude ever since he stopped working
I
in
want all
sales.
my change back. I want all my change. Even if it's 50 cents. Pay me. And I tip nice.
Man.
I tip nice. Pause.
Mookie got an attitude since he ain't working in sales no more. He working at a big box.
Not even. I don't have an attitude. It's not personal. I'm still in good spirits.
No,
I'm not like that Snickers commercial. I'm not like that Snickers commercial. I'm just keeping it real. I'm talking my shit. Because you started talking about all this food stuff. My stomach started growling. The Freedman stomach, it was growling. It was growling. You started talking about all this food and shit, taunting me on purpose.
Man, I wasn't trying to taunt you, dog.
You was taunting me.
I wasn't trying to taunt you, dog.
You was taunting me. It's all good. It's all love. But yeah, man. Shit. So yeah, this message is for all those who are receptive to it, especially the Freedman family, because that's what today's topic is about: building Freedman family. It has to be with the freedmen and the freedmen women, even though it applies to both freedmen, but it applies to both. But the black man and the black woman and the black child, the original Trinity. The original Trinity. That's my religion. That's my religion. My religion is the original Trinity. My religion
so
is.
You need to start your own. You need to start your own ministry, the original Trinity ministry.
That sounds good.
That sounds good. And first and foremost, your membership is freedmen.
Okay, there you go. I like that. I like that idea.
Here's the thing. I'm not trying to discriminate against anybody for religious purposes.
Right.
But this ministry ain't got shit to do with the law.
Yeah? Okay. Say that again.
It ain't got shit to do with the law. God is not the head of this ministry.
God
is not the head of this ministry.
Niggas, I'm about to start.
We will not be in the house of God.
I'm about to start sweating. About to start sweating like it's church. Be on my coming to America shit. I ain't come to preach tonight.
I won't be up here long, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, man. This is the Freedman family, the black family. It starts with us. It starts with us. We have to start thinking differently. We have to change our mindset. When you start thinking differently, you start behaving differently. You start doing things differently. You take a different approach. You're a lot more motivated. You're a lot more motivated, and you can get things done. And that starts with the black man and the black woman. And after you start humping on hump day and you be stroking like Clarence Carter, you get that black child.
And see, there you go again. Why every time somebody got to fuck, a baby got to be born? How come you just can't be out here fucking for recreation?
That's why
the
you
got to be
family.
Fucking for procreation?
That's the Freedman family. You could do recreation, and sometimes recreation leads to procreation. Because
sometimes recreation leads
we
to
want
medical.
legislation and no more discrimination. What you said? Sometimes what?
I said sometimes recreation leads to medical. You already know you got up here with a lyrical motherfucker. You already know where we going with this.
Yo, I'm done. Listen, man, that's
I mean,
a part of humanity. That's a
just
part of
because it's
humanity.
recreation, don't mean we got to be recreating.
All right,
we can be recreating, but we ain't got to be recreating.
Friedman bars. Don DeMarco.
I'm looking
Friedman
at this.
bars.
I'm looking at this.
You at that age.
Black men and black women see each other as unbeatable forces.
Yeah. Let's go.
We'll start to codify, and you'll start to see black relationships. And here's the other thing. They need to stop acting like black relationships are in the shitter. Black relationships are down, but when black men and black women do get married, we still get married at a higher clip of our own people than anybody else.
Yeah, we do. That's a fact.
But because black relationships are down, it's more noticeable.
Mm-hmm.
And what's confusing to the white supremacists, okay, because black relationships are down, well, how come there's still all these brown motherfuckers showing up? Because they are decimated in such a way and just refuse to believe that their women and some men have ventured over to the other side and are now creating brown babies. I mean, I understand it. At one time, they wouldn't cross the line except to brutalize and rape our women. They weren't trying to have relationships with them, and they weren't trying to reproduce children.
Right.
So to see it in mass now that there are interracial, whatever the fuck you are, whatever that shit. Black
better, right? Interracial.
I say generally interrelational because interracial damn near means like, okay, like somebody would say I'm in an interracial relationship. Rachel and I did not have kids. I'm a black man, she's a white woman. We did not reproduce. Hold on.
Business is booming.
Cargo 420.
So yeah, to maintain, I guess traditionally or at least nowadays, with the black man and the black woman, I think that not only should it be about love, but we have to understand the business aspect of marriage. We come to each other and we just be open and honest. We be open and honest with each other. Okay, this woman, she wants financial security. She wants a man of integrity. She wants a man who would be a great father. She wants that man to protect her and the family and provide for her. Okay. What does the man want? What does the man want? He wants a woman who is beautiful, curvy, nice body, a great teacher, a woman of integrity as well. She can communicate effectively. If they want to run a business, she can be, I guess, a spokeswoman or a spokesperson for that business. She can represent him very well when he's not around. They both own the business.
That door.
Yeah, they both own the business. And she's his representative as he is to her when she's not around. You see what I'm saying? So that is an increase in value. Just like when you go to a job interview, you want to explain to them and market yourself on how you can add value to that job. So how does this man and woman, once y'all talk and communicate, and y'all say, you know, this is what I want. How can you add value to this relationship? What can you do for me, and what can I do for you? And we bring that together as one. And that
Right.
is a quality Freedman family.
Right. Right.
And y'all continue to build. Y'all continue to increase together.
Yeah.
You want to
What
jump
up? What
in?
up? What up? What up? What up?
Sound like you want to
Mr.
jump in.
Daily. We ain't got no
Yeah,
exhaustion here.
I want a freaky woman. I want a woman who's beautiful, who has curves,
Oh,
intelligent.
that's the
She has to be intelligent.
piece
She
the,
can't be a
the
coon.
tarantula
I
thing.
do not want a coon.
Yeah. Oh, you got something for me?
She has to be a good listener because
Nah, I'm
I'm a
about to
great listener.
keep it up.
You
Keep
see
it
what
up,
I'm
dog. I
saying?
gotta mute out.
All right. She has to be a good listener because I'm a good listener. Good judgment. I think a woman should definitely use good judgment since she is the gatekeeper of genetics. Um, she has complete control over sexual access. So it's very important that she procreate with, you know, someone who is willing to protect and provide for her and her family. And in return, she should be able to maintain the household by working, of course, and also being a good caretaker for your children. And even if y'all don't want kids, is she a good listener? Is she an agreeable woman? A natural leader will have a woman submit naturally, but let's not even talk about submission. Let's use a better word, which is agreeable. Is she an agreeable woman? Or does she want drama? Let's keep it real, ladies. Not all, but a lot of women love drama. I ain't gonna lie, I like that too sometimes, but I ain't trying to argue with you with every goddamn day. I'm not trying to do that. Not trying to come home to an argument. And I know women are not trying to come home to a guy who wants to argue or get physical. So where does the balance come? You give and take. That's a relationship. More importantly, I would say a relationship is definitely power dynamics. Power dynamics. But it can still be mutually beneficial, regardless to the power dynamics. The man is protecting and providing and leading the family, and you are an excellent caretaker. You're an excellent teacher. You're an excellent organizer. You're intelligent, ladies. This is for the ladies. You respect that man. You respect that man. He respects you. And y'all have a beautiful thing. Loyalty. Loyalty. Trust. Trust is the foundation of every relationship. So when we talk about quality freedmen families and quality black relationships, we have to start there. Be open and honest with one another. Put on the table what you want. There's nothing wrong with that. This is the sexual market. This is the game. This is the game. This is what it is. Each party can benefit if you're honest and you know who you are. Each party can benefit. So loyalty, trust, and acceptance. I'm going to be me regardless to who I'm with. No woman would ever tame me, and I'm not going to change unless it's for the better. I'm not changing who I am for a woman. I'm going to be me, and if you like who I am, that's great. I want you to be you. I want to see you for who you are. And if I still like you and love you, I think like is more important because that's where it starts. You can love someone but not like them. I can relate to that. I love people but don't like them. Some people. But anyway, if y'all can come to that understanding, it could be legendary between y'all. Y'all can make history together. Y'all can make music together. Everything will be so good. But you have to come to that understanding. You have to know who you are. You have to know what you want. You know what you need. And go get it. Go get it together. And if you're on your own, you can do bad by yourself, then go get it by yourself. That's what you want. Some people are alone, but they're not lonely. But as a freedman family or the black family, this is about the collective and working together as one. Because that's what a marriage is. That's what a marriage is. Some compromising involved. Sometimes you just won't compromise on certain things. But you can work with your man or work with your woman on some things. That's what it is. That's a relationship. You know? If you want to stand firm on certain things, on your position on certain things, that's fine. Because that's who that's who you are. You're being who you are, you standing on your principles. You don't have to compromise that. But other things like washing the dishes or arguing all the damn time or um whatever. Those things can be worked out, but it depends on the individual. And if we increase ourselves and better ourselves, we can increase the collective of individuals who do that. You hear? Definitely trust is key, Frida. Definitely trust is key. And accepting of someone for who they are. I think that's like the most important. You have to know who you have, who you're dealing with, and do you still want them after knowing the good, the bad, and the ugly about them? Do you still want them? Do you still love them? Do you still like them? And if you do, and those feelings are reciprocated, you got something strong. You got something powerful. You got freedman love. You got black love. You got love. That's love. Accepting someone for who they are. Even the most ugliest thing about them. You see it, you know it, you can make a decision to say yes or no. And when you say yes, that's love. I think that's beautiful. Hell, gotta take this call.
Did Prime vamp out? I just want to know. I still probably got like 5 minutes to be away, or maybe 2 or 3. Is Prime out? Is Prime in? Is he eating his pizza? It looks like I see his shoulder, but I don't know if that's him or not. Did he go on mute?
Yeah, I'm here. I had an important call.
Oh, I got you. It was just
Me.
I didn't see you and they couldn't see me. I was walking in and out. So give me about less than 5 minutes.
No doubt. I'm
I'll
here.
let you know if it's gonna be longer.
I'll hold it down. I'm here. Pardon me, family. Had a phone call. So yeah. We were here. We are here. We was talking about trust. Thank you, Frida, for holding it down. We appreciate you. Always holding down the fort. And that's what a good woman does. That's what a good freedman woman does. We stepped away and she held it down. Women are great support systems. I was raised by women. And I love black women. And I love those 2 women who raised me, my grandmother and my aunt. I had some men along the way, but unfortunately, some of them passed away. So it was just us. But thank you, Miss Frida Friedman. Your name is perfect for Friedman. You feel me? And we appreciate you here on Friedman Media. The things you do for Friedman Media, Frida. Big up to the chat. We see Sonia. Hello, Sonia. I know I'm late, but hello. Trust is key. That's right, Frida. We talk about trust. I think we also talk about someone who is reliable in your darkest hour. You trust them to produce and get results. You trust them to be there for you when you may not have it or when you're a little bit down. That's a relationship. Sometimes one person may have, sometimes the other person don't, and you help them. That's a good relationship. That is a family. That's a family. Sometimes you just help just because. Altruism, very rare, but it exists. I'm still cynical, but I still acknowledge the people who are altruistic. You do good things just because it's Tuesday. And you don't want nothing in return. And that's okay. And it's also okay to do good things for a common interest and you may want to benefit from it. As long as it's not for, I guess, insidious, nefarious reasons or you doing it at the expense of someone else. That's where I stand on that. But yeah, I believe in altruism. I'm still cynical, but you got a lot of people who do good things, the good Samaritans out there who do good things just because it's the right thing to do. And that's a beautiful thing. I wish we had more of that, but I can't control that. I can control me and continue to be the devil because that's who I am. I am the devil. But I have my angelic moments and I do good things sometimes for people. And in return, the universe gives it back in return, and I am blessed. The universe gives it back in return. I am blessed. That's right. Just because it's the right thing, or just because it's Wednesday, you don't want nothing back in return. You there to help them. And a lot of times, karma is real. A lot of times, 20 years later, it gets reciprocated just through the universe. And then it doesn't even have to be from that person specifically that you help. It could be reciprocated just throughout the universe. That's just what it is. That's life. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get going because I'm hungry and I gotta eat. I think we had a really good build today, and I'm starting to like lose my sanity because I need to eat something. I've been doing a lot today. I've been doing a lot today, so been very busy today. Hopefully Shannon can come back. Hold on, fam. Hold on, fam. Doing some texting right now. But yeah. I wonder if we can get like a fact checker on the show. I know Frida, she would probably love to do it, but I think Frida does enough. I mean, if she can do it and she wants to, Frida, you want to be our fact checker too? And then we get some shit like black facts, some shit like that. Maybe talk behind the scenes. Got some ideas. Some Friedman facts. Have a little Friedman fact segment. You know? So I wonder, we got anybody in the chat? Any questions? Let us engage. Let us engage the Freedman fam and supporters and allies, and just let us engage the people. Frida laughing. She always laughing at us, huh? Frida always laughing at us at Freedman Media. What's so funny, Frida? Miss Frida. Wonder what's the hot news, the hot topics now. I think Brother Shannon is back. He's black at it again. Or maybe not. Or maybe not. On that ganja. Cargo 420. Cargo 420.
Appreciate you, family.
You already. Cargo 420. This is what we do.
Yeah, it's we got a little busy for a quick minute. Let me I'm with it though. I'm with it. I'm back here. I don't have to mute for a minute. 1 sec.
Hey, can I go get some food, man? I'm hungry as fuck. I'm gonna have to go. Cause I gotta get some food. Shannon.
You still haven't eaten?
Hell no. Trying to finish the show with you. I don't want to just up and leave.
Oh shit, we 2 hours 40 minutes in. All right, so what I'm gonna do, let's just go and chime out. I appreciate the folks that came through. Now I gotta talk to this person. Appreciate the folks that came through. We're gonna do another one. Prime, when you gonna be unbusy tonight?
I'll be unbusy all night. No plans tonight.
Let me go ahead and finish this up here. I might jump on again if I slow down. But I just got to get my evening in line, and then we'll get back up.
It has to be after 6:30. I mean, after 7 o'clock.
Oh yeah, no matter when you come back on, I might still pop one in. I got some other shit I got to talk about.
Okay, cool.
But we need to talk about putting the Friedman family back together, strategizing.
Oh yeah.
Not just throwing talking points out. We got to strategize. These motherfuckers, we might not be the leaders, but they need leaders. So let's give the leaders the talking points.
Okay, let's do it.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're in the community, so you are a leader, but people might not listen to you, but they might listen to Reverend McGillicuddy.
Oh Lord.
Let's give Reverend McGillicuddy that ism.
Oh,
so we
Lord.
can take it back to the pulpit in the house of God.
Hopefully he's not a coon.
Well, we already said. See, you keep going backwards.
I have none.
We're not dealing with coons.
If Reverend McGilla Gorilla is not a coon, we can do that. You know,
why you gotta be Reverend Gorilla? Why is he gotta be Reverend Gorilla?
I said McGilla Gorilla. Cause I didn't know what the hell name you threw out there, so I added my own twist. You said
McGillicuddy.
Oh, okay.
He sounds like he's a pimp.
Yeah. Pulpit pimp.
McGilla the gorilla.
Yeah, that's remember that back in the day.
Get you something to eat. Go get you something to eat. You're getting kind of surly.
It's before your time, man. Before your time. McGilla Gorilla.
Whatever.
McGilla Gorilla.
I was here in 1985 when you were born.
Nah. Sorry, sir. I'm older than you. Sorry, sir. And I wasn't born in 85. 64. Thank you.
Oh,
64. So thank you.
You was marching with Martin with Bernie Sanders?
Hell no. I was a baby. You know, damn, putting me in the damn front lines.
Wasn't Bernie carrying you in the march?
Hell no. What the hell?
Bernie said I was marching with Dr. King.
I don't want that racist dude carrying me in the damn civil rights march. Trying to blend in, talk about he was marching with Martin Luther King Jr. and he had the nerve to ask what is reparations, and he's a Jew. Get the hell out of here, man. You know what reparations is. You're a Jew.
That's Bernie. That's
trying to bring socialist programs for racial damages in history and issues. Get the hell out of here, man.
That's Bernie.
Fuck Bernie Sanders. And I'm out.
Leave your brother Bernie alone.
Listen, man. He's like what's that guy? Mr. Rogers. He don't fool me. He's a cunning cracker. A cunning.
I never felt he had our back. I just felt like he knew what to say.
Yeah.
And he would get us based on because he knew what to say to us, and he knew how to get enough black voters. Bernie really wasn't. He wasn't our guy, but in certain areas where he had to, struggle through it and go to the churches and the soul food restaurants, he did what he had to do.
Yeah, he got Killer Mike. I mean, You
Oh yeah,
know,
he got Killer Mike. He got Killer Mike, boy. Killer Mike, he
hook,
rides or
line, and
dies,
sinker.
attorney.
Hook, line, and sinker. And
He
I like
rides or
Killer Mike
dies,
too. I would
attorney.
think that Killer Mike knows better, though, to be honest, with the way that he talks and his like knowledge or whatever. But Bernie
Not about
speaks to
knowing
that
better.
socialist. He speaks to that socialist sector, and we have history in the socialism sector or whatever with black people, but like that's not the answer. We could probably do that on like a local level, like as far as the Black Panthers, but federally, no. You know,
I
it's
get
like
what you're saying.
social programs or whatever, like on a local level, but on a national scale, no, no.
The way I
But
see it now, though, if we don't know that these politicians mean us no good unless they are talking full-throated about reparations. If we don't know by now, then we don't know nothing. There is no maybe. There is no lift every voice. Why everything that's got to pertain to us?
Right,
Why is it lift?
right.
Why is it lift? Why we always got to be the ones that got to get lifted?
Some symbolism bullshit. Lift every voice policies.
Fuck lift every voice. Everything that has to do with black people, it's lifting us up. It's redoing this. It's doing that. It's always on some shit where we've got to, hold on.
The devil's
Okay.
in the details. If you don't read what the actual policy is, you're gonna miss where it says minorities and people of color.
Right.
While screaming Black Lives Matter, you get All Lives Matter policy.
Yep.
That's exactly what they do.
So,
And All Lives Matter policy usually ends up giving black people little to nothing other than a statue of a dead black man or a dead black woman. And you get crumbs while other groups get the entire pie. And I
yeah.
don't even like pie, but I'm still hungry because I was supposed to have 2 big ass medium pies scarfing down right now. Pepperoni, not
You
pepperoni. I had the
you
pizza.
ran your whole dialogue right back into a pizza pie.
I know, man. I don't know how I did that, but that was not intentional.
It was
That wasn't
lyrical, though.
on
I like the
purpose.
way you did that. You brought it all the way back.
That wasn't on purpose. And I'm gonna have to be out because I'm
Do
hungry.
your thing, dog. I'm gonna close out. I just got this guy I got to talk to, and then I'm gonna close out. Hello,
I'm out. Freeman
James
on deck.
Jenkins.
Freeman family. Peace.
Okay, so I'm just letting you know you're at Jay Davis's house. Huh? Say it one more time. Oh, we mean send it separate. I was just letting him know that I'm not sure exactly what is separate. Just you'll see it when it gets there. You have 2 orders? Oh, okay. Hold on a second. I was only calling for one.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead. What was you calling to say?
No, never mind. Because if he said, never mind. If you already got another order.
Okay.
Huh?
What was you saying?
No, this is Deshaun D.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was just saying that the meat breath was crummy at the end, so I just gave you the rest of it.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. So Deshaun.
Y'all do this real good every time.
Yeah, we tried to, but you got your people snaking on you and taking the referral gifts.
For real? Referral gift?
Yeah, whoever Ray Sean is. I believe it was a free 8.
Give me that.
No, he already got that. Ray Sean already got that.
Okay.
Yeah, Ray Sean messed that one up. He hustled.
Okay.
He hustled his boys. Y'all need to check the shit out of Ray Sean.
Thank you for telling me.
Yeah. All right. I'll get this out.
How y'all let him do that?
Because he told the manager that he was at your place.
So what that mean?
He said he was gonna give the other whatever to the other dude.
All right, well that's mine. I'll make sure I get it.
Yeah.
All right, thank man. I'm on his ass now.
You talked to Jay Davis?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So my driver said he already talked to you about it.
No, he ain't talked to me. He talked to my man. He talked to my.
All right, y'all got too many people over there. All right, we getting this out. I got you. Appreciate you. All right now. Yep. They out there cheating each other and sitting there looking at each other. That's crazy as hell. That's crazy as hell. Oh. It's all good. They just did another one, so hold on a sec. All right, y'all. Appreciate you. Hit almost 3 hours again. I know I was absent a lot in this last half hour or so. I'll be more attentive on the next one, I promise. But when shit happens, it happens. I'm humping on hump day, and I'm not even really here. One love.